All right, guys, we're going to go through part of this annotating together, and then I'm going to leave you, and you're going to do part of it by yourself. So the first thing I want to do, because we went over this strategy yesterday, is write TP-cast. And remember, even though it's a poetry strategy, for the most part, we're going to be able to use it just as well with any type of text. So here is the first part of a paired passage for the STAR test. You may have seen this before. It's okay if you have. We're going to read it again. And if you haven't, that's okay too. So first we look at the T, the title. Dear fellow writer. So I can tell, because it says dear, I think that it's probably a letter. And fellow writer means that our speaker, whoever's talking, is a writer. And then also, he's assuming the reader, whoever's reading this text, is a writer. So those are my predictions just from looking at the title. I'm saying it's probably a letter. I think whoever wrote it is a writer, and then the reader is a writer. And I don't really have any other information. Sometimes there's a little text box to read. This time there was not. So, dear fellow writer, yes, it looks like a letter. Okay, so again, it's in a letter format. And now I'm going to start the P. I'm going to be paraphrasing. I might read through the part that I'm going to do first, and then I'll go back and paraphrase. A blank piece of paper can be exciting and intimidating. Okay, that's underlined. It's going to be important. Probably every writer knows both reactions well. I know I do. I wanted to include a letter to you in this book because I wish I could talk to you individually. I'd say, listen to your inside self, your private voice. Respect your thoughts and feelings and ideas. You, yes, you, play with sounds, with language, explore the wonder of being alive. Living hurts. So sometimes we write about a miserable date, a friend who betrayed us, the death of a parent. Some days, though, we're so full of joy, we feel like a kite. We can fly. Whether we write for ourselves or to share our words, we discover ourselves when we truly write, when we dive below the surface. It's never easy to really reveal ourselves in school, but remember that writing is practice. Without practice, you will never learn to hear and sing your own unique song. I have always been a reader, which is the best preparation for becoming a writer. When I was in grade school in El Paso, Texas, where I was born, I read comic books and mysteries and magazines and library books. I was soaking up language. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. I'm just going to do the first 3 paragraphs with you. But now we're going to go back and paraphrase. Okay, so a blank piece of paper can be exciting and intimidating. We know that's an important word that's probably going to come back if it's underlined. Probably every writer knows both reactions well. So we're talking about 2 things. It's exciting and it's intimidating. Okay, so it's 2 things that are very different. And so the writer says, I know I do. I wanted to include a letter to you because I wish I could talk to you individually. So this is like their way to talk to you individually. So, way to talk to reader. I'd say listen to your inside self, your private voice, respect your thoughts and feelings and ideas. You, yes, you, play with sounds, with language, explore the wonder of being alive. So if I step back and think, what is the author saying in this paragraph? And I think he is saying, I think the important part is telling other writers to listen to themselves, to listen and write. Okay. Living hurts, so sometimes we write about a miserable date, a friend who betrayed us, the death of a parent. Some days, though, we're so full of joy we feel like a kite